Hello, my fellow American. My name is John Purrier, and I come to you today after watching President Obama on the news talking about the executive action that he's going to take on gun control. Now, there's several things that he said that he wanted to do that he's going to make an executive decision to do. And the thing about gun control, I know every Republican candidate has already come online and they said that if they're elected, the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to reverse President Obama's executive decision that he has made on gun control, including several other executive actions like Obamacare and everything else. So, in the last video that I made the statement that there has to be some form of gun control. Something does have to be done to keep the guns out of the hands of criminals, terrorists, and thugs. And I even admitted that I didn't know the answer. Well, I still don't know the answer. I do believe that there are plenty of smart, educated Americans that can get together as a group and can come up with a plan to be able to keep the guns out of the hands of criminals, terrorists, and thugs. I don't know if his decision is right, but I will give him credit to be able to say that at least he is trying. The problem is that we have to ask ourselves, is what he's doing legal? Is it following the Constitution of the United States of America? Congress, both the House and the Senate, have voted against this decision. They have voted down every type of gun control decision or suggestion, recommendation that President Obama has laid in front of them. Even though Congress has voted this down, has not approved of it, and that is we the people, he is still going to do it. I'm not sure if that is a legal action. I don't know if he can actually do that. Obviously, it is going to be tested in the courts. There are people that are going to sue him, and they're going to say that this is an illegal executive decision. Well, we'll see how that plays out. I really don't want to focus on that right now. What I do want to talk about is that at least he is trying. And that is more than our Congress is doing. So, the loophole that he's talking about closing is the gun shows. I have a concealed handgun license in the state of Texas. And in order to obtain that, I had to take a class, and I had to put in an application, and I had to pay a fee. That's a tax. But they did a background check on me. The background check was not only a federal background check, but also a state background check and a local background check. They went through all FBI, CIA records, my driving records, arrest records, anything, to be able to see if I had anything that would disqualify me from giving me a CHL permit. And I passed that background check, and they awarded me my CHL license. So I do believe in background checks on anybody who is going to obtain a firearm. So at gun shows, you don't have background checks. Anybody can go to a gun show, and you can buy any kind of gun that you want and not get a background check, and also not be registered. I have to agree that that is wrong. I don't think that that is the right thing. I also know the statistics show that in the last 7 years, there has been no firearm whatsoever that have been related in a mass shooting that was bought at a gun show. You have to look at statistics when you're making your decision. But just like the mass shooting that was just done in San Bernardino, a person legally bought those firearms, those assault type of rifles that were used to kill many people. He then sold those guns to the terrorists, and they used it in the attack. How do we stop that? I still don't know the answer. But I do believe that anybody who buys a gun needs to have a background check. I do believe that. However, what I do not believe is that the guns that my father has, when he passes away and I inherit them, that the law is going to restrict me from getting those. That they would confiscate those guns and say that they are not mine. When my father dies, the guns that he has, they're going to be mine. Because in his will, it says that I get everything as the only child. And I'm going to inherit my father's guns. And for anybody who tries to stop me from getting my guns, come and take it. I don't believe that that should be in this executive action. I think that is absolutely ridiculous. Now you've got to ask the question, what if I have a gun, and there's another gun that I would like to have, and I want to sell that gun to my best friend, who I trust, and I want to sell that gun to him so I can get some money to be able to buy the gun that I want. Well, this executive decision is going to restrict me, forbid me from selling that gun because I don't have a dealer's license. So I can't sell that gun. If I do, I'm going to be fined up to $250,000 and spend 5 years in prison. Is it right? Don't know. I honestly don't know. There's going to be a lot of my friends and a lot of people with the NRA that are going to absolutely disagree with me. And a lot of people sell at gun shows that are my friends, and they're not going to like me too much after they see this video. But guys, I do have to agree that I believe in background checks on anybody who buys a firearm. We have to start somewhere to keep the guns out of the hands of criminals, terrorists, and thugs. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. And in God I trust.